Another common one is a Dynasty Trust. So the most popular videos on my YouTube channel have been about Dynasty Trust,
Really?
which is it's kind of like an asset protection tool. It's a tax planning tool, but so it's a sub trust. Although a Dynasty Trust can be created during the parent's lifetime as well, but I usually do them as a sub trust. So after mom and dad pass away, instead of getting their inheritance outright, the kids receive an irrevocable trust that they get to control. So that gives them all the asset protection. So if they had any type of liability, like if they got into a car accident or someone had a judgment against them, they don't own the assets in the trust. It's separate from them, but they have the ability to control it.
So is a Dynasty Trust then, is that something that you see a lot of, or is that not as common?
They're more common for my clients. I help people do them. It's common high-end estate planning.
Okay, there you go.
So I've been in the business 20 years, if you count my days during college, working as a law clerk.
Okay.
Now, back then, the exemption against the death tax was a lot lower. It was around $1 million. So anything over $1 million was subject to the estate tax. The estate and death tax is the same thing. So it was more common to do those, for those types of estates. Now, what's happened is that exemption's gone way up. Do you know what the exemption is now?
No, tell me, Rilus. I want to know.
Yeah, 15 million.
15 million. Okay, that's why I don't know it, Rilus. 15 million.
Yeah.
15 million.
It doesn't affect very many people.
Yeah.
And then this other thing, it's called portability. That means if you're married, your spouse's exemption is portable even without a trust. So a married couple today does not have an estate tax issue unless it's over 30 million.
Wow.
Now, I bring that up. I have a few clients over that, but not many. But I do a lot of Dynasty Trust for people below that level, because I think there's value. The way I bring it up, whenever I see a single beneficiary that's going to inherit more than $500,000, I'll ask the question to the parents. If it's below that, it's usually not worth it. Maybe they pay off some debts and other things. But if there's going to be a chunk, kind of a lasting chunk, then we might want to add more protection with it with the Dynasty Trust. So it's common high-end estate planning. Some attorneys think I'm crazy for a lot of reasons, but some attorneys might see a Dynasty Trust for an estate that's worth less than 30 million. They go, what are you doing? There's not an estate tax issue. But I would say, what am I doing is we're getting great protection for the beneficiaries. There's not an estate tax issue today, but if the estate tax ever comes back, a really nice thing about those Dynasty Trusts as well is whatever is in there is not subject to the estate tax again. That's why I brought up the estate tax earlier. So although not many people have a true estate tax problem, there's a really nice coincidence that if it's out of reach for estate taxes, it's also out of reach of creditors. So it's just a good test it's a good traditional way that the rich people hold their money,
Yes.
where it's protected from not just taxes, but also creditors as well.